An army of Jesus Christ which bears his holy cross cannot be beaten.
Guys, I've been really harsh and critical on Disney for the past few years, and I've been going at them a lot over and over. There's a lot of things they've done recently that I really don't like and I don't agree with, but I actually want to take this time to appreciate some of the great things that Disney has done, and I want to take time to acknowledge the brilliance that they have created in the past, because Disney, despite recent times and the directions they're going in now, has contributed to cinema and art in such a wonderful way. Today, guys, I'm going to be sharing my opinions on the greatest Disney Pixar movie of all time. I think the movie Up, the 2009 movie Up, is unquestionably the best movie that Disney and Pixar have ever created.
What is that thing?
That's a bold claim, considering the fact that they've made a lot of really iconic, great movies like Finding Nemo or Cars, The Incredibles. But in my opinion, I truly think that Up is number one, and I'm going to be sharing why. So firstly, it's a very creative and original movie that has a lot of childlike wonder and charm to it. There's so much innocence in the movie, but it also has a lot of mature themes as well. We also have the bird Kevin, who was super cute and super funny. The fight with Charles Muntz and the ending battle and the climax was incredible.
Where are you, Fredrickson?
It's a powerful story that's effective for anyone of all ages. The music was really epic. The transformation of Carl Fredrickson from a miserable, bitter, elderly widower to a compassionate action hero is one of the best character arcs in cinema. Russell was a great character. He was really pure. He was really adorable.
Oh, we're in South America, all right. With my Wilderness Explorer GPS.
The fact that he's such an innocent boy and so idealistic, it softens up Carl, which you can really see because at first Carl is kind of like the Grinch, but then his interactions with Russell, it warms his heart.
Yeah.
Cross your heart.
And I loved that dynamic between the two. They had great chemistry together.
With this baby, we'll never be lost. Oops.
And the great thing is, Carl becomes like a father figure to this kid, and this in turn helps him let go and move on with his own life. Especially considering the fact that Carl couldn't have children of his own, this relationship actually helped him or gave him a glimpse of what it was like to experience the joys of fatherhood.
The wilderness isn't quite what I expected.
Yeah? How so?
And the relationship with Ellie and Carl was actually really heartwarming. It's a really special thing to meet your future spouse as a child, and then you guys grow up together and develop a relationship, which then blossoms into a happy lifelong marriage, full of wonderful memories. It's truly a special thing, and this movie captures that perfectly. And that montage sequence of their life, it really was well done in showing the life of the Fredricksons. And I also like how it shows that things don't always go to plan, and sometimes life does get in the way, and that pulls at the heartstrings. The animation was great. The pacing was sharp, and the voice actors did a wonderful job. And not to mention that small mailman running gag was hilarious.
Who are you talking to?
No, wait!
What's the doing? Why is he with that small mailman? Scream all you want, small mailman. None of your mailman friends can hear you.
The movie was brilliant because it makes you sad, it gives you goosebumps, it makes you laugh.
An explorer is a friend to all, be it plants or fish or tiny mole.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Yeah, it does.
But it's also relatable. And even that ending fight had some deep messages behind it. Carl had to let go of his house, which represents his wife Ellie, and his connection with his old life in order to save Russell and Kevin, which poetically him clinging on to the house while his childhood hero is trying to break into it, and then him letting go of it physically and metaphorically. That was super deep and very, very well written.
Sorry about your house, Mr. Fredrickson.
You know, it's just a house.
And also, let's talk about our main villain for a second, because he's actually a very deep, layered, nuanced figure that Pixar pulled off very well. So Charles Muntz is a disgraced explorer, and he had his reputation ruined when he was accused of discovering a new species of bird. And as a result, he refuses to go back to the US until he captures one of these birds alive. So if he brings it back, it'll clear his name, and that's his mission in life.
I promise to capture the beast alive. I will not come back.
until I do.
Which this leads to him becoming obsessed. And this obsession crosses over into insanity to the point where he's willing to do anything to restore his reputation to return to America. So in order to capture this bird, he's willing to cross lines like murder.
But they soon find that this mountain is a very dangerous place.
And I respect the hell out of Disney for going there, because let's be honest, this is a kid's movie, but the fact that the villain is so intense and so wicked, mixed with all this cruelty, and they're willing to portray that, I give them a lot of credit for it.
It's here.
And the guy, Charles Muntz, is actually a really good villain. Well, guys, I hope so far you're enjoying this video. I hope so far I'm convincing you why Up is such a great, brilliant movie. But I want to take this time to pause and say, if you're enjoying the content, then please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. Give me a follow. That's going to be linked in the description below. Being that this is a review of a kid's movie and a Disney film, YouTube is not going to allow me to have comments. So if you agree with me, hit the like button. That lets me know I'm doing the right thing. And let's get right back into the video. Now, the thing with Charles Muntz that makes him such a great villain is he's Carl's childhood hero. And he looked up to Muntz his whole life. In fact, he based his relationship with his wife and his dreams and his goals around Charles Muntz. And the fact that he's the villain puts a lot of complications into everything. It's like a testament to that old proverb, never meet your childhood hero or never meet the people you look up to, because this is kind of what happens. Now, the thing is, Charles Muntz is an old man. In fact, he's a very old man, but the fact that he's still spry enough to do what he's actually doing is a testament to the dude's tenacity. And he's also such a menacing guy. Like, you could really tell how the years of solitude and obsession have turned this guy really, really sinister.
Fredrickson's coming back. Guard that bird. You see the old man. You know what to do.
Now also, let's talk about that ending battle sequence, because this is not an action movie, and it's not a thriller or anything, but the fact that Disney was able to craft such an exciting ending fight sequence in a way that's still kid-friendly, but so mature at the same time and thrilling is beyond incredible. Now hear me out, this might sound crazy, but this overall ending battle kind of reminds me of like what a Star Wars climax would be. Because you have all the different lead characters doing different things within the fight.
You came back for Kevin! Let's go get her!
I'm getting Kevin. You stay here.
Our main character, Carl and Doug, are trying to save the bird Kevin by sneaking into the villain's airship. Kind of like how Luke and Han Solo work their way through the Death Star to rescue Princess Leia.
How do we get past these dogs?
Point.
And then we have Doug and Carl getting separated, and they're both doing their own individual fights. And then we have Carl facing off against the main villain in a sword fight. Kind of like a lightsaber duel. But then you have the World War II aerial dogfight scenario.
Ray Leader, take down the house.
Literally a dogfight, because the pilots of the fighters were actual dogs.
Ray Leader, checking in. Ray 2, checking in. Ray 3, checking in.
And they're shooting at Russell to try to take down the house.
Target sighted.
And then all of these little fight sequences and all the little things that each of the characters are doing on their own, they all collide at the same time. And then they all come together, and they're all together, which results in perhaps one of the most intense Disney villain deaths of all time. And let's be honest here, the actual fight between Carl Fredrickson and Charles Muntz was really, really good. Not only did it have moments of humor in it, because the two were elderly men, and then the fight reflects the fact that they're elderly, because Carl is fighting with his cane, his walking stick. In the middle of the fight, they both throw out their backs. Or Carl spits his dentures at Charles Muntz. That's funny, but not only is it funny, but it reflects the fact that they're both past their prime and they have to adjust to fight as old men. And all of that accompanied by the fantastic, phenomenal musical score, and how this is, again, a kid's movie, but the climax is so intense, thrilling, and exciting. Is is incredible. Because me as an adult who loves action movies, I could truly say hats off to you, Disney. You created such a thrilling sequence, one of the best Disney fights, and honestly I love the fight where Charles and Carl were duking it out on the Spirit of Adventure. And then the ending was great. I love how Carl bestows upon Russell the Ellie badge, really signifying that I've moved on, you've helped me immensely, thank you for helping me come to terms with my life and moving forward, but I also will be there for you always as like a father figure, because Russell does have some sort of turmoil in his family life. All of it was just a brilliant movie. I think that's why Up is genuinely the greatest Pixar movie of all time. And I think you can make a strong case that not only is it the best Pixar movie, but it's perhaps one of the best animated movies, or if you want to take it a little bit further, it could be in the running for one of the greatest movies of all time, period. So this movie does prove that Disney is sharp. Disney did at one time have a grasp of what people wanted to see, and they were willing to make great art for both adults and kids in a kid-friendly environment that anyone of all ages, of all the family members, could enjoy. So yeah, I think this movie's a brilliant movie, and that's why I truly believe that Up is the greatest Disney Pixar movie of all time. Well guys, that's all I have for you. What did you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Well, I'd ask you to comment below, but you know, YouTube most likely removed the comments because this is a video talking about a kids movie. So if you agree, then hit the like button. If you super agree, hit the subscribe button. And if you think I hit the nail right on the head and I was on the money, then follow me on Instagram because it's gonna be linked in the description below. And anyway guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Unpopular Opinion.